All right, Zeng to take the draw. One back there. McCormick tries to go out front. Shot. Saved by the goaltender. Best chance of the day for the Lady Bruins. Played out to center. Picked up there. Brewer plays it in deep. McCormick picks it up there. Dug it along the boards by Brewer. Controlled by McCormick. Gostner loses an edge. McCormick battles there. And puck's played around far side. Picked up there by Brewer. Puck comes near side now. Wessel. At the side of the net. Wessel tries to wrap around. Take it off her stick. Played back to Gostner. Gostner back down low to Wessel. Wessel tries to go across to Zeng. Just out of her reach. Zeng picks it up there. Stolen by Alaska. Alaska in the white jerseys. Your Lady Bruins in the black jerseys with the blue trim. Alaska on the forecheck. Stolen there by Gostner. Gostner plays it up. Brewer now plays it near side. Up ahead. Picked up there. McCormick up ahead. Brewer. Zeng plays it ahead. Picked off there by Alaska. Wessel plays it over the boards. Or plays it off the boards. Jennings steps on now. 1 and 3 is there in the zone. Shot off the glove of Bozier. Melissa, drop something in the crossbar that the game is up now on a hot spot. Alaska works it back to the point. Now they work it near side. Picked off there by Wessel. DeFelice tries to intercept. They walk in. Shot. Saved by Bozier. So we are in the second half here at AZ Ice Arena in Gillard. They are playing two 22-minute, 30-second halves. So face-off will be in the Lady Bruins zone. Gray to take the draw. Picked off there. Puck's played. Near side. Picked up there by Gray. Sorry, that was DeFelice. Going towards the net. Steered aside by Bozier. Jennings picks it up there. Throws on the brakes. Jennings overskates the puck for a moment. Picked off there by Alaska. Jennings battles with a player behind. Picked up there by Gray. Gray works it out to center. Drop pass there to DeFelice. DeFelice plays it in the zone. Lisa and Gray out there now. Gray on the forecheck. Held there at the line for a moment, and Jennings unable to hold. And Bruins will have to touch up. Alaska looks to start their breakout. Picked off there by Gray. McDonald walks in. Gray drops down low. Shot on it. Save. Rebound. Picked up. They got him out of position. And puck's played out to center. Into the zone. Picked up there. McDonald. Puck's loose in the slot. Steered aside by Gray. Stolen there. McDonald now. Plays there. Up ahead. And out to center. Bruins pick it up there. Bruins trying to work it back in. Shot. Jones got hooked there. $17:54 here to go. Puck's played around behind. Gostner. Berger digs it out for a moment. Alaska walks it in the slot. Puck's played down low. Gostner leaves there for Wessel. Wessel up ahead. And picked up there. Back to the point. Dug out there. They keep the zone though. Alaska works it at the point. Now they work at top of the dot. They walk in. Drop to the top of the slot. Saved by Bozier. Tied up there. Saved by Bozier again. Puck's loose in front. Cleared aside by Arnold now. And puck's played out to center. Arnold in hard. Picked up there. Berger plays into the zone, but Arnold touches it, so I think they might bring that all the way down on the intentional offsides. Okay. Bruins catch a break there. I don't think they called that attention. Face-off one there by Alaska. Played up ahead. McDonald battles along the boards. Alaska enters the zone 2-on-4. Shot up high and over the net. They have some dangerous shooters on this Alaska team. Jennings now. Picked up there. Jennings digs it out. Plays it near side. Tries to leave for McDonald. But Alaska's able to get possession. They'll work it DDD, top of the point. Now they work it down low. Looking for that player cutting in from the dot. Jennings rubs the player off along the boards. Ties up with the player there. Novodorsky picks it up. Novodorsky battles along the boards. Osborne comes in with Jennings to support. Dug out there by Alaska. They walk in. Shot. Saved by Bozier. 15:52 here to go in the second half of this game. Gray, DeFelice, Leeser out there now. Gray to take the draw. Jennings plays it around behind. Leaves there for McDonald. Up ahead to DeFelice. Held at the point by Alaska. Jennings will go chase it. Top of the dots. Leeser comes in. Leeser plays it around. McDonald up ahead to DeFelice. And now the puck comes out to the zone. Alaska regroup there. They get the red line. Leeser forces a player wide. Not a clean zone entry for Alaska. Now they try again. McDonald there. Leaves for DeFelice. That puck comes out of the zone. Is brought back in off sides. So we're going to face off outside of the Lady Bruins zone here. 15:16 to go in the second half of this game. Apologies, guys. Again, drove down here. Got here right at game time. Tried to go to the Wi-Fi. Did not work. So we'll bring you the second half of this game from a hotspot. Seems to be working much better. Picked up there by Alaska. Played back into the zone. Wessel will go back there to pick it up. Wessel throws on the brakes. Wessel up ahead to Leeser. Leeser tries to play it out. Able to get it out. And now it's picked up there. McDonald. Sorry, that's Gray. Gray and McDonald both kind of look alike. Gray out in the slot to DeFelice and picked off there by Alaska. Alaska will bring it back into the zone. 3-on-3 as they hit the zone. Good back check there by the Bruins. Shot steered aside by Bozier. Alaska works it down low. Try to center out front. That's picked off. Wessel plays it up ahead. Out of the reach of DeFelice. Wessel's got it now. Wessel leaves there. Tries to go up to Leeser. Shot. That goes in on and bounces on net to Bozier. Bozier steers it aside. DeFelice now near side. DeFelice tries to center. Picked off there. I thought that puck came out. So did the Bruins. Zebra said no. Picked up there. Wessel. Sandwiched between two players. Wessel goes down. Wessel. Close to closing the hand on the puck there, but did not. Brewer tries to play it ahead. Held there at the line by Alaska. Goal line extended now. They run and walk it back up into the slot. Tip attempt. Nice back check there. I believe that was DeFelice that got a stick on that one of the player cutting to the slot. This Alaska team likes to throw players to the slot. Now we got a Bruins player down. I think we're going to get a cross check here. It looks like Wessel is okay. So Wessel looks to be okay after that one. Minute 30 power play time coming up here for the Bruins. Zeng, McCormick, Brewer out there. Zeng to take the draw. One there by Alaska. They'll play it up the near boards here. Jennings holds for a moment. Now it's stolen by Alaska. They're off to the races. Bruins trying to get back on the forecheck. Shot just wide of the net. This Alaska team is fast. They can flip the ice real quick on you. McCormick tied up with a player. Played into the zone. Gosner forces the player wide. And it's dug out there by Brewer. Alaska leaves behind. Picked up there. Jennings. Jennings tries to go up the boards, but they had nobody on the half wall. They center out front now. Puck comes all the way out the center. McCormick on her horse. McCormick with the steal. McCormick spins with it. Drops there. Brewer tries to go across. And that goes off the skate of Zeng. And they go back the other way. Breakaway here for Alaska. Saved by Bozier. Nice poke check there by Sioux. Has to make a secondary save there. The Alaska team just seems to come in waves. Puck's loose in the slot. Bozier with the stick on it there. Players collide in the corner. Jennings down. Zeng down. Shot from a sharp angle. Steered aside. Puck's loose now. Still in the slot. Now it's played near side. Jennings picks it up. Jennings plays it up to the line. And that's out. Icing should be waved off as a player was changing and skated right by it. And it is. Alaska looks to flip the ice. Played into the zone. Saved by Bozier. Again on the breakaway. Puck's loose in front. Shot to score. Alaska up 6-0 here, 11:24 to go in the second half. Gray to take the draw out there with DeFelice and Leeser. Picked up there. DeFelice played into the zone. Alaska tries to work it near side here. Now they do. Dug out there along the boards. Alaska's going to try and work it now back near side. Gosner steps up there. Gosner steps up again, and the puck comes out to center. Emery leaves it there for Gosner. Gosner tries to play it in deep. Picked off there by Alaska. Gosner gets taken down. 2-on-1 developing here. Shot towards the net. That goes wide. Held in at the blue line by Alaska. And puck's played around far side. Leeser able to chip it out. Long change here period for the Bruins. Alaska looks to regroup. And puck's played up ahead. Gosner Gossner picks it up now. Gossner sidesteps the player. Takes it wide. Gossner running to the boards. Leeser throws it at the side of the net. Puck's loose. And it looks like we'll get a face-off here. Power play again for your Bruins. Tony McCormick, Zaworski out there now. Tony to take the draw. Back to the point, held in by Jennings. Comes back to the point. Jennings towards the net. Shot, and that's gloved and held by the goaltender. All right, this time it's Gray out there with Berger, McDonald, Zaworski. Gray to take the draw. One there by Alaska. They'll play it up to the line and comes out to center. McDonald picks it up there. McDonald has to take it off her stick. Play it into the zone, into the slot. Shot. I think Bozier might have got a piece of that one. If she did, that's a heck of a save as they had a player streak into the net. Puck's played around behind. Gray. Stolen there by 98 for Alaska, who is really flashy. Gray ties her player up. Puck's loose in the swat. Picked up there. Zaworski. Zaworski goes down. Picked up there. McDonald. McDonald plays it ahead. Puck's loose in the slot. Zaworski back to McDonald. They try and set up the power play now. Now down low. Now they work it out front. Zaworski, shot saved by the goaltender. Nice setup there. Berger forces the player around behind the net. And puck comes out to center. McDonald has it taken off her stick for a moment. Leeser gets zone entry. Leeser works around Zaworski. And it's stolen there. And it's going to be played out. It's going to be a 2-on-1 developing here. That's broken up by the stick of McDonald. Nice stick to break that up at center ice. And played back to the blue line. Now it's played blindly across. Picked off there by Zaworski. Zaworski tries to slide it through two players. Able to get zone entry, but not maintain possession. And puck comes out to center. McDonald plays it into the zone. Little confusion on the Bruin bench here. As far as who's coming off, I know with when you're missing a player, it's hard. Fryer plays it in the zone. Novodorski over her stick, and Alaska tries to break it out. That's broken up there by Osborne. Held into the zone. Now Alaska's able to break it out. They work it back to the blue line. It's going to be picked up here near side by Fryer. Fryer tries to play it ahead. Picked off there by Alaska. Jennings picks it off the skate of Osborne. And Alaska gets the line. 2-on-2 as they hit the line. Shot, that's deflected up over the netting. Behind the net. Centered out front. Puck's loose in the slot, and that's gloved and held by Bozier. So we'll sync up the clock here. All right, face-off in the zone here. Picked up there. Jones plays it around up ahead for McCormick. To the line. Held in there. Picked off there by Alaska. They try and work it back out front in the slot. And Jones is able to clear that out to center. Tony in on the forecheck. Played out to center. Picked off there by the Bruins. Brought back in. That'll be a delayed offside. Now they touch up. Puck's played up ahead. Zaworski ties up with a player. Brewer steps up. Breaks that up. Centered out front by Alaska. (34-11) shots on goal in favor of Alaska. Tony to take the draw. Jones plays it behind. Far side for McCormick. McCormick plays it up ahead, just out of the reach of Tony. Picked off there by Alaska. Brewer picks it up there. Brewer works it out of the zone. Alaska look to regroup there. Almost picked off there by McCormick. Now the back check of McCormick breaks that up. Alaska has to hold up so they don't bring it in offsides. Played into the zone. Picked up there. Brewer. Oh. Brewer tries to hit Tony on the stretch pass, just out of the reach of her stick, though. And that'll bring the face-off back in the Bruin zone here. 3:40 here to go in the second half of this. All right, Gray to take the draw. Picked up there. Wessel. Played near side. Now Gossner picks it up there. Gossner plays it ahead to DeFelice. DeFelice plays it up and out of the zone. Gossner plays it ahead. Picked off there by Alaska. They walk it in. Top of the dot. Now they try and go into the slot. And Bruins do a good job collapsing there. Picked up now Gray. Gray tries to split the defense. Gray drops to Wessel. Shot just wide of the net. Was looking top corner there. Getting pestered from a stick from behind. And now it's loose inside net. Gray shot. Rebound. Shot. Rebound. Back to the line. Gossner towards Bruins with a better second half to this game. Oh. Wessel gets crunched there. Alaska works it out front. Held it.